So welcome to Tech Tuesday. This is our agenda for the day, the things we're going to cover. How many of you actually already have a Qualtrics account? Sweet. 2. Awesome. Well, I can get 2 more Qualtrics accounts today. That was awesome.
I spent all of like 10 seconds on it though, so I know.
That's perfect. Because I know just a little bit more than that.
Awesome.
And so, next year, when the Qualtrics Tech Tuesday comes around, hopefully you are all experts, and I will invite you to give this presentation. I know a little bit, and I love to share what I know, so that other people can know it better. So the college has a campus-wide subscription to Qualtrics. Every faculty, staff, and student can actually sign up for a free account and use it. So you get to that by going to coloradocollege.qualtrics.com, not .edu, not coloradocollege.edu/Qualtrics, coloradocollege.qualtrics.com. And when you get there, if you need to, so I'm already signed in there. So this is what that looks like right here. And this is the spot that you can start to sign up for an account with. So you click right down there, just right below where you'd put in your email address. Please click here to create an account. Now, student accounts will be deleted after 2 years of disuse. If the student hasn't logged in and used their account, that will be deleted after 2 years.
If they leave campus and continue to use it as alumni, can they keep it?
I don't think anybody's checking on that.
Okay.
So, probably. It might be a violation of our terms, I'm not sure. But I don't have time to check that myself. I don't think anybody else is. So
If they care, they build it in.
if we cared enough, or if Qualtrics cared enough to kick people out like that, they would build it. Matthew, should we create an account for you today? Great. Are you Matthew Cherry? MATTHEW.CHERRY at coloradocollege.edu. Do you want to come up here, actually? Because I'm going to put in a password.
Making me stand up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could just make one up for you. The password is going to be password.
Use dollar signs for guesses.
Actually, the password will be an even better password. It will be, "This is my very best password." That way, it's long, too.
You are not getting my phone number.
All right, go ahead and click Sign Me Up.
Yay.
And you'll have an email in your inbox. So you can just click that link and you'll be all signed up for Qualtrics. So congratulations!
Easy.
So easy to sign up for a Qualtrics account. If you do forget your password, I am happy to help you out. You can contact me, you can email me, you can call me. Also, just like with Canvas, we have a phone number that we can call. It's just the general Qualtrics phone number that's available from the Qualtrics homepage. So you can just call them up and get help with your survey that you're doing. Now, Qualtrics is a little bit less liberal in support hours. I believe their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 6. So you can't call them up if you're doing a survey on the weekend or on Christmas Day or whatever. But still, they do have a phone number and they do have live support staff that are generally friendly and willing to help. So we've registered for an account. Okay, so there are lots and lots of kinds of Qualtrics questions. And the best part, I think, or one of the nice things about Qualtrics, is they have this site called Qualtrics University. And that will teach you everything there is to know about Qualtrics. So this guide here goes over a lot of the different types of questions. So if you want to do something and you don't know exactly what kind of question type you'd use, you can consult the guide to try and help you figure that out. Do you have a question? Comment? No? Great.
Generally puzzled.
Well, so tons and tons of different kinds of questions. Tons and tons of questions. All right. So I have my Qualtrics open right here. This is the first thing that happens after you sign in. It just takes you straight to the dashboard. They've added this in the last 2 years that kind of gives you a visual overview of what the activity that's happening with your surveys. I've created a lot of surveys in the past 4 or 5 years that we've had Qualtrics available to us. And I really think it's neat. So if you want to create a new survey, you click Create Survey, and then you have a choice. You can use the Survey Builder, or you can pull questions that they've already made. So there are lots of different kinds of surveys in here, from IT stuff to management stuff. I usually, however, just create a survey from the Survey Builder because I know what questions I want to ask. So I'm going to say Tech Tuesday survey, and maybe if I'm really on the ball next week, every Tech Tuesday will have this survey. And so you come to the Tech Tuesday, you answer the survey. Was the presenter good? Was the presenter terrible? Was the candy fresh? How was the topic? So we'll create the survey.
Is there a specific audience? Can this be to the general public? Does it have to be a CC?
That's a good question. You can have publicly launched surveys that are there's no limit on, you can only do this for CC people. Good question. Oh, and because you have a good question, piece of candy. All right, so here is my survey. No questions, no nothing in it. So let's go ahead and add a survey item. Let's just do descriptive text. Thanks for taking the, thanks for attending Tech Tuesday. Please answer these questions. So if you want more formatting or to insert pictures or anything in any of these questions, this is just a basic text box, but you can go to the rich content editor, which will let you do tons of stuff. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could put some nice pictures in here, or I could do math equations, or a video, or lots of stuff. So you can do that. I don't need to do that with this question, so I'm going to click outside, and it takes me to there, and that's the first question. It's not a question, it's just text, but they call it a question. All right, now I'll add a new question, and maybe I want to find out the person's name. So the default question type, if you just click New Question, is going to be this multiple choice radio button where you can select one answer. But in that question, and for this box, this question, you have the options for the question all the way over on the right-hand side. So I'm going to change this from multiple choice to text entry, so I know who I'm talking to. There we go. So now they can just answer the question, and I want to make sure people know that it's optional so they don't feel ashamed if they don't like, they want to give me negative feedback or are ashamed of the feedback for some reason. So I'm giving them that. And let's go for this as a multiple choice question. Actually, let's go for a Likert scale. How many of you know Likert? Likert's a scale that goes from disagree to, or strongly agree to strongly disagree. So, how did you like today's presentation? And then we can change this to a slider or rank order or any of these. I'm going to like this graphic slider because I like graphics. Pictures are cool. And so we've got it here. We click on, I hover over graphic slider, and then I can click the down arrow, and that gives me different positions for the graphic. So I'm going to say, I'm going to do, so this is just showing the position, and then we get to choose the graphics. So I think I like that one most. Puts the picture on the top. And then you can actually change the thermometer. I like the smiley for this one because that's kind of cool. You can make him happy or sad. All right. Let's go for a good multiple choice question. How did you like today's topic? And I'm going to come up with my own. I loved it. And so you don't have to click to get to the next choice that you want to change. You can just hit enter. So I just hit enter there, and it gets me into the next spot. It was terrible. And then, if you want to do more than that, you can just hit enter, and it will automatically add new ones. So I'm indifferent to it. All right. And let's make this one, let's force the response on this one. Let's make them answer that question. All right, let's add a new question. How about...
So the little red star on the side means it's a forced response?
Yes, this is a forced response. And there are various things you can do with that. You can actually force them to choose a different, if it's a free text response, like the name, I can say this has to be an email address. It's going to look for an @ sign and a dot something. Or it has to be a number, or it has to be a phone number, for example. So you can actually check to see what kind of data is there and then force them to enter that kind of data. This, by the way, is not about good survey design per se, as it is about how to use this tool. I should get that straight, because I am not a pro survey guy. I just love using technology. So how was today's topic? How did you like today's topic? Was today's topic useful? And for this one, let's go ahead and change to automatic choices. There we go. And there's our Likert scale. So I didn't have to type any of that in. I just click this automatic choices, and there's lots and lots and lots of options that they've already done for you. Another really neat thing, if you have a list of items that's like from Excel or in just a text document, you can actually just copy and paste those into the answers, and it will automatically give each line its own answer. Pretty awesome. All right, let's do that. And let's create one more question, I think. How much did you love today's... Oh, actually, let's not do that. Let's do how useful was today's topic to you?
Is that not different than how was today's topic useful?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We should probably change that. Actually, no, let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. And no, actually, let's change it. You're right. Why was it useful? How's that? I need to use this tool. I learned something new from this tool. It was fun to talk with my colleagues. Today's presentation. Yeah.
Weston, what if somebody said it was not useful in question 5?
Mm-hmm.
It's not relevant to move to question 6.
Thank you, Lisa,
Right.
for that perfect segue. So let's go back to my list of things we're going to talk about. So we showed you the question types guide. Additionally, McKinley has crafted a LibGuide that's available through the library website on using Qualtrics. So that's another great resource. And ITS also has a Qualtrics resource page that has a link to sign up and a link to other resources as well, in addition to the thing. Lisa's question, very relevant, has to do with display logic. So you don't want to show, sometimes you'll have a survey where you've got specific questions for people if they answer a question a certain way. So you have to think about that, how you're going to do that, as the computer would. So you're not going to say, if the person answers this question, then give them these questions. Instead, you say, we're going to use display logic. So I've clicked on this question, why was it useful to you? And then here towards the bottom, we've got these options. We're going to add display logic to that question. So if question 5 is answered strongly agree, then display that question. And I'm going to display it in that page. Yeah. All right. So if they, unless they answer strongly agree, or strongly, whoops, don't want them to answer strongly disagree. If they answer strongly agree, then I can say that. I can change that to say, or if question was today's topic useful is agree is selected. So then it will if either one of those happens, then it will show that question. Okay? So there we go. So there's display logic. All right, so we've added display logic to this. And next up, okay. So now we want to see what that looks like. We've got this great survey. We don't have to actually turn the survey on yet. We're just going to preview it. So I'm going to click this button up here, Preview Survey. So, okay, sure. Okay, and I think I'm doing a fantastic job. So, yes, I love today's topic. Obviously, I'm presenting about it. And actually, yeah, that's fine. And was today's topic useful? No. No, that wasn't useful at all. And remember, I had a question after this, but I'm done with the survey. So you can hide questions from your person. And I'm going to start over because I want to re-answer those questions.
So this is you just going through answering to make sure the functionality is
Yes,
there?
yes. It's a very good idea. I strongly recommend that before you launch the survey, you preview it with several different people, and you preview it yourself, choosing the different answers, just to make sure that your survey works the way you think it's going to work. So today, I think this topic was terrible, and I think I'm gonna strongly agree with this. Oh, look at that! There's that other question. So I need to use this tool, and that's my response. All right, great. So I'm submitting my survey. Perfect. All right, so the display logic actually works. You can have it display questions on the same page, or you can have them display on a different page, a subsequent page. There are tons and tons and tons of other options in Qualtrics for things you want to do or things you can do. So if you ever want to do something in Qualtrics, you can call the people at Qualtrics. You can search you can go to the Qualtrics University to get to know their thing. They've got video tutorials. They've got picture graphical how-to guides. We're almost at 3, and that's why I haven't done anything with image-based questions. But you can, yeah. Are there any questions? Can we what? Reporting, yes. Let's look at reporting. So obviously I haven't reported anything on this right now. I would have to launch the survey in order to have stuff there. But we can go to one of my other surveys, and we can look at some of the reporting things. Let's see, a survey that I've launched. Okay, here's one. I've got some results for this. So we're having an Apple Play Day where Apple representatives will come on campus and demonstrate some stuff. I had 3 very basic free response question types. Would that be sufficient for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's look at the results. All right, so I've shared this survey. One of the really great things I think about Qualtrics is you can share stuff with other people, and I strongly recommend that if you have a survey you're giving through the department that's not just your own interest, that you share it with multiple colleagues or a departmental account. And that way others will be able to access the data. You can share specific question libraries with them so you can reuse the same questions. You can also share images that you've uploaded to Qualtrics with them so that you can all reuse them and you all have access to the same surveys.
So you're saying that rather than a personal account, someone would create a departmental account, and then everyone would have.
I recommend
password.
both.
Okay.
I recommend both. There was one department that actually had a departmental Qualtrics account, and they expected all of the members of the department to put their surveys in there, and then they had problems with that because they wanted to do a survey for the department that was about a specific person. And they were like, well, what do we do? And I'm like, well, you should have done it the other way, but okay, that's fine. So we can view reports, we can view responses. Do you have a preferred thing you'd like to see?
No.
Okay, we'll just view the reports then. This is the initial report. This is going to look at the data question by question online. So if I wanted to, I could drill down and limit it. I could say I only want specific people who answered the question this way. But right now I can see all the answers to question 1, all the answers to question 2, and all the responses to answer to question 3. And then if you want, you can add graphs to a specific report or not. You can create other kinds of reports as well. Most of the time, what people will do, what students will do, is they'll just download the data. And when you want to download data, you choose the type of data or the format of the file that you want to download. Usually it's going to be CSV, although SPSS is widely used, especially in the psychology department. You can choose the stuff you want, and you can choose when you want to download it. Why the heck would you want to choose when you want to download it? Any ideas?
Wait till the survey closes.
Yes, wait till the survey closes. Lisa, one more.
All right. I didn't eat much lunch.
So you can schedule when you want to download it, because if you say download it immediately, and then you click your file type, it will actually create that file, and it's not going to update that file for the subsequent responses to the survey. All right, and there's my guy, recorded right there. You can also, if you know your data set's not going to be very large, you can also tell it to not zip the file, so that will save you 1 or 2 clicks when you get the file downloaded. And that file is also available up here, so I can come back to it and compare who did what when and stuff like that. Whew, any questions? Any other questions? I'm sorry, you actually asked a question, so you also get chocolate. If I could throw it a little bit more true, that'd be great.
So I know someone who's using Qualtrics to basically get RSVPs to an event.
Yep.
So that, do you have any kind of thoughts or advice on that concept?
Yeah. I have a couple likes and dislikes about Qualtrics as an RSVP tool, which obviously I'm using right now to get my RSVPs. One really neat thing you can do that I haven't seen anywhere else for free is that with Qualtrics you can set up a quota. So if you have space for 25 people in your venue, you can say, I'm only going to accept 25 yes responses. And then after that, they will get directed to another survey or another website to RSVP for the wait list. That's cool. The bad thing is, in order for me and my colleagues to actually see this, I have to share it with them. They have to log in, and they have to go and they actually have to download a report or download the data or view the report. I haven't figured out how to actually display all of the responses, both first name and last name, on the same page in this initial report. It may be possible. Qualtrics is huge and amazing, and they have a summit every February in Utah where they give you a free ski pass as well. But they have lots of fun stuff that happens at Qualtrics, and that conference is beyond me, is far beyond my expertise, because they go over some amazing things that they can do. But yes, so one great thing about it, you can set up a quota so it automatically waitlists people for you. But at the same time, you have to go to a separate place and log in and view it. Whereas with say Google Docs or with Excel forms online through our Office 365, that will just show you everything basically in the spreadsheet, in the data gathered spot.
So surely you could see all three of your questions on one page.
You would think so. I
Does the
haven't.
filter part do that?
I've used filters before and it's just confused me. Probably because I'm not an expert, but I know enough to be dangerous, to really mess things up and confuse myself and confuse other people. Probably I could. Probably it's possible. Thus far I haven't had time to really mess with it to make it so it does.
We use this to track the number of classes we teach.
Oh, awesome.
At the library, and so we can filter by the librarian's name or dates or years or whatever.
Perfect. That is awesome. Other questions? Comments? And here's my little informal survey. Was this information useful at all or new to you? Awesome. Cool. If you have any questions, I'm happy to stay and answer them more or answer them over email or send you the phone number or email address to the folks at Qualtrics. They're located just over the Front Range in Utah, actually. So if you're ever in Utah, I think the main office is in Provo. You can stop by and ask for a tour.
Can you send those links?
Yes, I will publish them when I publish this archived video file. So they will be online on the Tech Tuesday YouTube channel. But if you just go to qualtrics.com, the phone number for support and everything is right there.
What was that the one? McKinsey?
McKinley? Ah, good question. Show you that. Colorado. You know what? I'm not going to find it that way. I looked for it the other day, and I was like, where is this lib guide? I could not find McKinley's lib guide on that. But there it is. Let's just copy that. Oh, no. Is that going to let me do it? Nope, that's not going to let me do it. So this link is obviously now in the video very permanently. And the lib guide on Qualtrics is right here. So Colorado College Tut Library Lib Guides, Qualtrics Survey Guide. And for some reason I just couldn't find it until I actually went to the ITS page, which links to it. So I must have misspelled Qualtrics when I did the search or something. Oh, there you go. Email a pro, and there's that phone number for support as well. Oh, it's even better than I thought. 9 to 8 p.m. I was wrong. So, pretty good hours. Awesome. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks, Weston.